What's up, you guys? So I just did this whole video on mute, but we're going to try this again because our girl, Wendy Williams, did her first interview in months since taking a hiatus from her talk show, The Wendy Williams Show. Good Morning America aired an exclusive interview that Wendy did with ABC News host TJ Holmes, where she talked about her mental health, her physical health, coming back to television, and her legal battle with Wells Fargo. Wendy called into the interview, so it was audio only, just like her old radio days. And it actually reminded me of Wendy's infamous radio interview with Whitney Houston. Wendy was asking Whitney the tough questions, and TJ Holmes actually started out asking Wendy Williams the tough questions too. His first question to her was if she was of sound mind.
Are you, Wendy, of sound mind?
Absolutely. Are you?
I am. Now, why would anybody assume you are not?
Well, when people want control of their accounts, they say anything, including something crazy like that about me.
TJ also asked Wendy about her physical health. Wendy has been accused of having dementia and being of an unsound mind by her bank, Wells Fargo, which has led them to basically freeze her accounts and demand that she have a guardian handle her financial affairs. Wendy has been seen in a wheelchair for months, and people have assumed that she has mental challenges in addition to the physical challenges. So here's what she had to say about her health.
There's been a lot out there, and you talked about your health, but tell us how your health is.
Health is very well, and I actually have had a few appointments. I'm 57 now, and I have the mind and body of a 25-year-old.
So Wendy says she has the mind and body of a 25-year-old. Now, I'm not sure what to think about that, but y'all leave a comment and let me know what you think. Wendy also talked about her legal battle with Wells Fargo to get access to her bank accounts. TJ asked her why does she think Wells Fargo has categorized her as incapacitated and in need of a guardian. And here is what she had to say about that.
They say that I need somebody to handle my accounts. And I don't want that. I want all my money. I want to see all my money that I've worked hard for my entire life. My entire life. I don't lie, I don't cheat, and I don't steal. I am an honest, hardworking person.
Why do you think that a bank has taken a pretty extreme step to say we don't think you're of sound mind to handle your own money?
Well, I want to spend more time with my family and, working out and waiting for the responses to my money situation in Wells Fargo, and they don't like that.
Wendy was also asked about returning to the entertainment business, and she claims she's good to go. She's ready to return to The Wendy Show. Not The Wendy Williams Show, but The Wendy Show. She specifically said The Wendy Show, which makes me wonder if the rumors about her getting another show, possibly called The Wendy Show, just may be true.
How close are you now, would you say, to being able to being comfortable enough to start working again?
I'm very comfortable. My partners with the show, everybody's ready.
You're telling me at this moment, you are prepared physically and mentally. You could go back to work and start hosting a show as early as tomorrow. You feel fit enough to do so?
Well, give me about 3 months. There are private things that I have to deal with, and then I'll be ready to come back and be free and ready to do my thing.
Wendy also had a very special message for her fans, a lot of whom have stuck with her during this trying time. Wendy has a very strong following. They DM me all the time because I report on Wendy, and Wendy had a special message for her fans.
This is what I would love to say to my Wendy watchers. Keep watching, because I'm going to be back on The Wendy Show, bigger and brighter than ever.
All right, you guys, so people are giving their reactions to Wendy's interview on Twitter. And Chris D, this is Chris from Alexander Rodgers. They have a YouTube channel together. I'll put their links below. But Chris said, now why Wendy Williams wastes TJ Holmes and GMA's time with that interview? I think a lot of people are thinking that because she didn't come on camera. Another person said, I think the Wendy Williams interview this morning on GMA was concerning. Wow. She said, I have never seen them do a planned interview with audio only. Usually that's for breaking news. If this was anyone else, Wendy would have been speculating during Hot Topics. Now, I do agree with that. I do think Wendy would definitely speculate why didn't they come on camera. Another person said, the Wendy Williams telephone interview on GMA. I wanted to see a happy, healthy Wendy, but it was not to be. Her fans may be disappointed. I wish her well. I guess that's the question for Wendy, right? How you doing? How you doing, Wendy? Fans want to see Wendy Williams. They want to see her. Another person said, honestly, wishing Wendy Williams well, but that GMA interview did not help quell any of the rumors and actually raise more questions. I can definitely see why someone would get that impression. And just my opinion of the interview, and I feel like she only did that interview because she has that lawsuit with Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo has labeled her and categorized her as incapacitated and in need of a guardian. And so I think she did that interview to prove that her mental health is fine, that she's not in need of a guardian. She has a power of attorney who is her son. And it seems that Wells Fargo is not accepting of that, allegedly. But I think she did the interview because she has this lawsuit with Wells Fargo. If she didn't have this lawsuit, she had access to her money. I personally don't think she would have done the interview, but I think she was just trying to prove that she's of a sound mind. She can still handle conversations, because there were rumors out that Wendy Williams can hardly have a conversation, that if you tried to talk to Wendy Williams, that she wasn't able to converse back and forth. Those were the rumors. Those were the rumors that Wendy Williams had a hard time having a conversation. So I think she put this interview out. She did this interview to prove those rumors wrong. That's my opinion. I don't think this was like her comeback. I don't think she was ready to be seen like on television by people again. I don't think she's ready for that. Part of that, I do think just as a woman, like she probably wanted to have her hair and makeup right. Like she wanted to look a certain way, and maybe she wasn't prepared in that way. That's my opinion. But leave a comment and let me know what you think about Wendy Williams' interview on Good Morning America, the interview with ABC News that aired on Good Morning America today. Leave a comment and share your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.
Layla, Layla, tells it all.